great humorous poet, great energy. And so I had wrote this one introspective piece, and I can't seem to find it in all of my notebooks. But I do want to do one of my son's favorite poems, and it is it is a humorous piece. So, with poetry being in the house, I feel it would be apropos to do a piece. Right. So, you see, parents just don't understand was my jam at first. But is this as if karma is a curse? Because raising kids is the worst. It's as if the universe, in some marvelous style, peered through the clouds for a while and smiled, checking every move of this b-boy child, like what goes around comes around. So now, when my oldest came home, asked if I could chaperone, I simply looked at my lady like, yo, it is on. Because you see, I'm the type of parent that would leave the kids alone. See, I used to do the freak and also the wop hun. I mean, I even kicked my leg like my name was Michael Jackson. So in the junior high gymnasium, you would have thought they spiked the punch because my face went numb as the crowd went hyphy and the girls went dumb. That's when it hit me, the epiphany, that things have really changed. I mean, what happened to Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, Dana Dane, dancing with girls, doing the RoboCop, matching outfits, stripes and polka dots? It's like a whole nother world's been long forgot. Because ever since the pops, I'm like, clean up your room, pick up your socks. Boy, put that down. And you stop. You see, hip hop's my culture, but it ain't my life. I'm now 49 years old, raising kids and loving life. Yes.
49.
49. You see the gray shine at 49.
I see it.
Yes, indeed. Well, I would like to thank you guys all to another wonderful First Thursday. As I said, we got some great poets tonight coming in. And I just want to first start off by thanking the wonderful UFRAP Museum for always putting on such a great event. We had the great partnership for many years. As we said, it's going on 12 years. I have to keep saying that because it's just beautiful to think about how we've been doing this for so long for the students. And also it gives an opportunity for individuals to know that we have a museum on campus. That was one of my main reasons for hosting it at the UFRAP Museum. And we were talking a little earlier, and Lita mentioned that she was able to recognize and see that we did have this museum on campus, and she's been able to let her students know about it. So it makes me feel like, job done. So done. And like I said, it's great to see students come in and check us out, because that's what First Thursday is truly all about. So with that being said, I want to, Lita, would you like to start us off with a piece of yours?
I would love to. Thank
Awesome.
you so much. This is such a special open mic, and I wanted to offer something. Sometimes I start writing and it's all critical and political. And I thought, I want something warmer and more loving tonight. So this is kind of an homage to my father, who died a couple months ago. So this is called A Dream of My Father After He Died. A few days after my father died, I dreamt I entered a hospital room, kind of like an apartment. And there in bed, my father lay, calm and comfortable, hands above the covers. I lay beside him and told him about his final days as if he didn't know. The nurse's aides, he said, were Nazis trying to skin him alive. The fall or leap I'm sure it was the last great grip of muscles once as strong as iron. The fall to the floor from his bed. The night nurse found him bruised and babbling, his head stuck under the bed. I'm sure he was trying to hide. Soon after that, he didn't talk, opened his eyes when his name was spoken, closed them again. Soon after that, he died. The people he knew were nowhere around. Even the hospice nurse was new. In that room of the dream, he lay alive and perfectly well. And I told him those details as if they were news. He put his arm around me and comforted me as if I'd been the one in pain, in terror, and scrambling to hide. When I was 17 and we were at loggerheads, I dreamt he died and came downstairs, woke him, and sat on the edge of my parents' bed, crying and holding his calloused hand. He comforted me. The spirit never dies, he said, only the body. Perhaps it's true. Closer to death, he told his brother, I don't know what's ahead. Life and death and dreams, who knows? Thanks.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Lita. Appreciate it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, man. It's always beautiful being here on First Thursday. And we've been doing it virtually for a year. And it has been an intimate journey. And I appreciate your sharing. Thank you very much, Lita. Oh, before we get into our feature, I would like to bring up Melanie Joy Moore.
Hi. How are you?
I'm well.
Great to be here again. I'm happy to be here again. Thank you for letting me come back.
Beautiful outfit.
Oh, thank you. I this whole thing. No, I'm kidding. If it's all right, I'd love to share two pieces tonight. I know I performed one last time. I'd love to do two today, if that's okay with you.
Sure. Yes, indeed. Yes,
Wonderful.
indeed.
Thank you so much. So this first one is called Make a Quiet Impact. Do not be fooled by introverts. We don't say much, but when we do, it's impactful. The mountains shake and the volcanoes erupt, and we pierce hearts. Because there is beauty in being reserved and not speaking right away. There is significance in taking in your surroundings and hearing other opinions before voicing your own. That's the first one.
Okay.
And then for the last one, for this next one, as a courtesy, there's a trigger warning. It talks about depression and suicide, just to give people a heads up for that. A friend and I were texting one day about how we both battled with depression and suicidal thoughts. When he shared his troubles, I was there for him. And when I shared mine, he said, "But you're so sweet and caring." What does that have to do with it? Are you saying because I appear one way, I couldn't possibly have struggles and depression of my very own? Am I not human like you? Who made you the gatekeeper of my feelings, of my heart's angsts, of my life? Why do I validate yours, but you don't even have the decency to validate mine? And since when did those things correlate with my trauma and my hurt? You don't know the hell I've endured, and yet it doesn't even take knowledge of somebody's traumatic circumstances to just simply have human decency. You cannot dictate what's going on inside my mind when you don't even have a recollection of the outside of me. Are you the only one who gets to feel this pain? Why have we become so possessive of a universal language, like it's ours and only ours, and somebody couldn't possibly be aching on the inside too, because on the outside they're a bubbly glass of champagne? Did it ever occur to you that the smiliest, bubbliest, happiest, laughing till their sides hurt, cheering others up kind of people are the ones who are hurting the absolute most? They've been a rock for people for so long, not because they do it for something in return, but because they actually care And then the minute they desire the same, they're too sensitive, overreacting, selfish, immature. You tell me, because the list goes on. Oh, I'm sorry, am I being too rude? You see, it isn't rude because it's the truth, and some people just can't handle it. So I'm not disrespectful. I'm just broken with a story to tell of my own personal hell, and I'm here to tell you, shout your story from the mountaintops. Let it out, but don't let it go. You have a heart, a mind, a soul that deserve to be embraced, not turned away at the door. And those masks we wear, it's okay, because one day the right person or people will delicately peel them off our faces to reveal who they know we really are. So it's not that we, the genuine hurting souls, are deceptive and hiding ourselves. The abusers are. It's that we, the genuine hurting souls, are selective about who we peel our masks and layers for. And we call out the darkness and bring it to light. And to those who can't handle that, here's the door.
Mm. All right, Melanie, thank you. Appreciate, thank you for sharing. Yes, yes. Whew. All right, well, next up, I'd like to bring our feature up. Please feel free to take your time, Poetri, do your thing. I know we talked before, but take your time, take your time. I'm gonna read a little bit, make sure I get it all in, but you know, of course, this is a Tony Award winning poetry. He won a Emmy, a Clio Award. Poetri has written and produced with Def Poetry Jam on HBO and on Broadway with Def Poetry Jam. He's also an actor and has appeared in over 150 commercials for clients like Nike, the NFL, also the Lakers, as well as major roles in shows such as the Emmy Award winning Starting Over and the groundbreaking documentary Black and White. This cat is also, I must thank him, got me my first commercial back in the day. I appreciate that Nike commercial. I remember that animated one. That was so cool, so cool. This cat is awesome. We used to do the Comedy Store, and I will tell you, there is no poet, humorist like Poetri. He masters the craft. And trust me, I'm not just laying it on thick. This cat is awesome. He's bad. You guys sit back, relax, and enjoy the poetry of poetry.
First of all, I would like to say, I say hi to everybody. Hi, Diana. Hi, Lita. Hi, Melody. Hi, Michelle Stroman. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Ken. William. Frat Museum. Karen. Hi, Karen. Another Karen. Oh my gosh. Hi, Amber. Hi, Dee. Hi, Tab. Oh, she said, hi, Luca, Tabia, Marguerite. Dang, these names are like Margarita, Samuel, Hagen, Thigh. Hi, Quisha. Oh, girl. Hi, Quisha. Aisha. Hi, Spoken Funk, my wife. Oh, and hi, Whammo. Dang, woo, that was enough to get through. Woo wee. I am ready to roll now. Goodness, holla at your boy. All right. Giving out to Yosha, who wrote all of my poems. I thank you for everything. And now let me get started. I am marvelous. I'm marvelous. Wow, I am marvelous. People often marvel at how marvelous I am. I'm special. I'm awesome. Some are in awe because I'm so awesome. I'm great. I'm amazing. I'm beautiful. Look at me. I'm tantalizing. I'm not completely sure what tantalizing means, but if it's good, I'm all that because I'm marvelous. Throughout this poem, I'll remind you that I am marvelous because I am magnificent, radiant. I'm so grateful that he made me so bright and brilliant. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. It's completely normal to love yourself 100%. I'm incredible. I'm content. I'm good. I look great in jeans. I make the best hemp milk. Who am I? Hi, nice to meet you. I'm marvelous. I wrote the funniest poem in the history of poemhood called Krispy Kreme. I performed it on Broadway every day except Monday and twice on Sunday. The poem was about how much I loved Krispy Kreme donuts, but now I refuse to eat them. At least once a week, someone who watched my mesmerizing performance would come backstage and bring me a dozen. Hot, glazed, great tasting, cancer filled, death lingering, Krispy Kreme donuts. I didn't understand it. It was like I was manifesting Krispy Kreme donuts merely by the repeated words that were spoken out loud. Every single day except Monday and twice on Sunday, it was like I literally was speaking them into existence. This is mind blowing. Based on the words coming out of my mouth, I was putting what I wanted into my mouth. Wait a minute. I'm impressive. If I could speak that into my stomach, maybe I could speak other things into my life, like I'm outstanding. I'm smart. I'm blessed. I'm happy. I'm healthy. My body is like a well-tuned machine running meticulously. Look at me. Maybe these words are more than just words. The God of Israel gave us power in our tongues, the power of life and death to be exact. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I have a millionaire mindset. I live in a $3 million house. I have $10 million ideas with a $20 million smile. Look at my smile. Money's not a problem. It flows in and out of my world effortlessly. I have more money than I need. I am rich in spirit, mind, soul, and cash flow. Have you heard? I am marvelous. Wow, maybe if we spoke life into our lives instead of death, there'd be a new generation of kids smiling instead of profiling on the internet. My goodness, this poem is so dope. Are you hearing this? My kids are confident and intelligent. My kids don't need a validation from web of lies. My kids are adorable. Have you seen my kids? They're angels. My kids are beautiful. My kids are beautiful. Genesis and Journey, you are so beautiful inside and out, and you're awesome, just like your daddy. Maybe that's the reason if you talk positive to your plants, they grow better. That's probably why you put positive words in a bottle of water. The water is forming the most beautiful water crystals. Our body is 70% water. No one talks to me more than I talk to me. Why am I walking around speaking negative about myself? I have too many other people that are going to do that. I'm a beautiful water crystal. I have water in my bones. And here's what I say. I'm a genius. I'm rich. There's energy to my words. There's a vibration to my walk. If I say my vibration is marvelous, then best believe I have a marvelous vibration. My blood pressure is normal. My feet feel great. My back never hurts. My head feels better than ever. I'm marvelous. My wife is completely healthy. She is walking. She is walking. Do you see her? She's walking. She's walking. She's marvelous over there, completely healthy and walking. Look at her, looking like a able-bodied walking queen. Nefertiti walking. Jiran is walking. And I am her king. I am a fine, splendid king. I stress the fine and I stress the splendid. I am marvelous. You know what? Words have power. Words have more potent power than we give them credit. I'm gonna stop saying good morning. I'm not mourning anything. I'm not sad. I'm happy. I'm starting my day out with joy. I'm gonna say great rising. Today is a great day. This is the day Yahuwah has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm not going to work. I'm going to create. There's nothing weak about my week. It's 7 days of strength and miracles up in here. I'm strong. I'm kind. I'm loving. I'm grateful. I love that Yahuwah. I can't lose. I'm a winner. I win. That's what I do. I get my wisdom from above. I am awesome. Some are in awe because I'm so awesome. I'm great. I'm amazing. I'm beautiful. Look at me. I'm tantalizing. I'm not sure what tantalizing means, but if it means good, I'm all that and more. And a bag of chips. Better yet, French fries. The thick, crinkle cut kind. Because I'm marvelous. I'm marvelous. I'm marvelous. And you are too.
Awesome. Awesome. Please share with us again, man. Share something else.
Oh,
That was great. I mean, we know you're marvelous and awesome. You know, I was thinking about that money piece. Do you remember that from back in the day?
Do I remember it? No, I don't remember by heart. I don't remember by heart.
I won't put you on the spot.
Let me see. Give me 5 seconds here. I'll find money. Here it is. There it is. Oh, no, it's not money. Okay, you know what I'll do though?
What's that?
I'll do a new version of money called grown money.
Right on.
Okay. My money has been acting great lately. Fantastic. I'm talking communication on point, always around, right on time type of great. We took some classes on how to manage our relationship. And this is like the first time in my life that Money and I are like tight. I love you, boo. My money's been acting great lately. I used to be scared when she would leave me days on end. It's funny, when she wasn't around, it felt like I didn't have any friends. But my money has been acting great lately. It's been well documented on ATM cameras and whatnot that we've been dating on and off for years now. And early on, it wasn't always pleasant. She flat out sometimes treated me like a peasant. She cheated on me more times than I can count and spread lies so much that at one point, no matter what I did, a brother couldn't get no credit. I said some unflattering things about her in a poem I wrote because I was hurt. McTate remembers it. I ain't gonna lie. I think she took it to heart. I almost filed for divorce. I almost filed for domestic abuse. She hit my wallet so hard one time I dang near died. She grew silent and distant. Money used to always speak to me. I prayed for her. I prayed for me. I prayed for us. The Most High told me to keep the faith. I prayed, I can't live without money. He said, believe. Let go and focus on me, and all the desires will come to you. So I knew she would come back to me. Money and I are soulmates. I remember lying in bed with her listening to music. Our favorite was 50 Cent. We were meant to be together. And now my money has been acting great lately. She's always in my corner. Back then we were young. We didn't know any better. You can't date her when you're a child. No, you abuse her. And that's what I did. Now each other's value is what we understand. My money's been acting great. She's always in my hand. We no longer waste each other's time on stupid stuff like the hottest clubs, the expensive restaurants, or the high-priced stores. No, we have learned to budget our time together. Spend it at more important places in life. My money has been acting great lately. I'm a millionaire with her by my side. Now my money talks. She has me smiling from ear to ear. She likes it when I don't use her at the movies because I have my AMC VIP list card and we get it for free. We choose vegan spots most of these days. I'm getting older and she's depreciating. So we try to stay healthy. And don't get me wrong, she's still pretty as a penny. That's my dime piece right there, the model type. She ain't short, but money's tall. She looks just as good as she did when we first met. We look good together. We're like two peas in the pot. She's like my ride or die chick. We're inseparable. I can't go nowhere without her in my pocket. My money's been acting great lately. Always there for when I call. Always know what I'm thinking flowing through me. When people see me, they know she's not far behind. My money's been acting great lately. Got my back. Always hanging around. She makes me look good type of great. Power couple. Yeah, we're going to change the world. What's the purpose of having money? You're not going to change the world.
Oh, yes, indeed.
That's
yes,
a different
indeed.
version of what you heard 20 years ago.
Right. Right. Leave it to a friend to ask you to do a poem from 20 years ago.
Thank you. I was like, man, I can't think of that one.
I appreciate it. Let's give it up one more time for Poetri. Yes, indeed. Yes, man. Appreciate you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, next up, I would like to invite Will to our screen. Guys, invite Will. Let's give it up.
Hey, thank you, McTate. So it's good to see everybody. Man, I think sometimes my timing is off. Like last time I was doing the Thursday nights, it was more of a serious tone. I tried to lighten it up. Tonight, it's a little more levity, it's a lighter tone, and I'm about to get serious. So maybe I gotta check in with everybody before I go each night. But I'm gonna do a piece on Ahmaud Arbery, who they just had a decision on the three three thugs that they put in jail for hopefully for life with the the state case. Now it'll be a federal case. But this is a while back, the Ahmaud Arbery situation. I wrote a poem addressing his situation, so or addressing what happened. So again, I'm a little off tone tonight, but you know, that's
All tones are
um,
welcome.
yeah, hopefully you guys are good with that. So it's like every few months, our social psychology has to be reevaluated in an autopsy. In real time, we have another innocent victim facing an autopsy. So we have our scalpel, forceps, and scissors to cut through the injustice in our thinking. So we got to cut the top off like we need a social lobotomy and evaluate the calculus and why we have another senseless killing. Ahmaud Arbery was profiled from the outset when these men decided this dude is out of place in this place. And in that part of town, it wouldn't matter if Ahmaud was walking like he blew his ACL out. He still have a scope on his back because he's Black, and the perception bred by ignorance is that there's something inherently wrong with that. In our society, we protect the right to form militias and arm our citizens, but there isn't enough lobbyists to counter hate crimes that are optimized by a weapon. This addictive power trip is really a cognitive obsession. The problem is more systemic than one young man who probably never considered in his mind the consequences of being profiled at the wrong place at the wrong time. Now, I'm sure Ahmaud didn't think that running in that community would result in a polarizing and divisive media issue. If we evaluate the social psychology on what it means when some lives are prioritized, some are perceived as a threat, enter in conflict, a discrepancy in justice. If we peel back the thinking paradox with a scalpel, some men and women are not guaranteed the same rights in this country. Some men and women can be given a capital punishment, not for a crime they committed, but based off a judgment. Think about it. Ahmaud didn't bring a gun to a gunfight. It was the other guys. Ahmaud is that man who's operating under the premise that in this country, his life is as valuable as someone who's white. Ahmaud is functioning under the misconception that while running, he won't be confronted on the basis he's a threat because of what his race is. Ahmaud had or could have had the social psychology that due process is not a complex ideology. The burden of proof isn't his burden while he's being profiled and stalked by those dudes. Ahmaud is every bit as American as those three white men with civil rights and a right to live. But he was treated like a terrorist because he wouldn't act submissive. Neighborhood watch is a con job. It's an excuse to operate above the law with immunity. We got armed vigilantes in this country that act like they have a mandate to decide who belongs in their community. Shit, it's like we're mandating the Wild West with a script that's worse than that flick that Will Smith was in, except there's no second takes with this. Washington is manipulated by gun lobbyists who think it's justified to advocate for a bullet rather than a human being's life. In America, there is a legal process for homicide. If a coroner were performing a social autopsy, they might determine the cause of death is injustice. Now, I don't want to fragment my argument or the context that I'm putting this in. If we're analyzing our societal body, Ahmaud is jogging. He sees pickup trucks and white men with shotguns in his peripheral view. Cognitively, he's thinking, why? Instantaneously, he realizes Black is his skin's hue. Ahmaud can't defend himself dead, and he can't defend what really happened. If the tables were turned, what Black armed offenders would have been let go with their guns after that fight? And here's the catch. a dead victim that happens to be white. Now, if you look at the totality of the deal, Ahmaud got a raw deal. These men weren't arrested, even with video. As a society, what more do we need to see? And would there even be a case if we didn't see the video on TV? Imagine if we had a lens, better yet, a microscope on those who walked without prosecution because of no recording in history. Even when we have the event on videotape in 3D, high definition with Dolby surround sound on Blu-ray, those cats still walked out of the police precinct like they didn't do a damn thing. Now my question is, who's gonna serve as the surgeon in this autopsy? Because Ahmaud was a beautiful soul, just like Breonna Taylor, Botham, John, Tamir Rice, Trayvon. The narrative gets repetitious because it's always the same song. Incredible human beings who are lights in a world of darkness. And now we need a light and dissection to cut into the mind of our injustice. And we're all stuck in an operating room with an autopsy table at a cognitive cross section. Thank you.
Man, right on, Will. Thank you for sharing, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. First Thursday, y'all. First Thursday. Next up, I would like to ask D. Allen to share with us.
This is my first time here for First Thursdays at the UFRAT Museum in Cupertino, California.
Welcome.
And I only know there's only one person here who knows me, and she lives in San Jose. As for the rest of y'all, since y'all don't know me, let me introduce myself to you properly. I'm D. Allen from Oakland, California, and I'm going to do 2 poems for you tonight. Before I go into them, a little Zoom etiquette. If you like what you hear coming from me tonight, you can respond by leaving your comments in Zoom chat. And the direct message function has been disabled just for this. Bummer. Or click on the reactions button for hands clapping, thumbs up. Or if you totally dig the piece I just did, you could respond with the big red heart for love. And the 2 poems I'm about to do for you tonight will be done with the assistance of the share screen feature. Let me switch it on real quick. The 2 poems I'm going to do tonight come from my 5th book, Eloi Onichi, Poems, 2013 to 2018, released Earth Day 2020. The book is separated into 3 sections. This first poem comes from section 2 of the book entitled Beauty of Nature. From pages 34 and 35, and this is an ode of sorts. This is called Totem. From a long black cord surrounding my neck, I carry my strength. Smooth carved apple coral, blood red stone totem. Crawling bear facing to the east, sky blue lifeline points to the western edge of creation, area he defends throughout the year. Then he hibernates in dreams during winter. What the bear seeks is medicine. What the bear finds is medicine. What the bear eats is medicine. What the bear exudes is medicine, meant for our withstanding the chaos. Cave-dwelling woodland animal, spirit sacred to the Zuni, the Anasazi, Yona Nawadi, bear medicine to the Chalagi, or Cherokee Indians if you prefer. the beast that walks firmly on four legs or two. Like a man, best represents internal strength I could use, worn as an outer totem around my neck. And that first poem was called Totem, which happens to be an ode to this little guy here. See it? This is a stone carved bear shaped totem that I mentioned in the poem. And this was given to me as a gift from a fellow poet based in San Francisco. His name was Richard Allen Sanderell, known locally as the Cursive Writer. And he went to a Native American powwow out in Arizona about 5 years ago, stayed there for a little while. And when he came back from that powwow, he came back to the Bay Area, to San Francisco with several of these. Gave me this one. This little symbol on a black cord of the inner strength that lies in every one of us, man, woman, and other. The inner strength that is derived from our woodland friend, the bear. And the last poem will be mercifully short, one fucking page. And I will use the share screen feature one more time. Anybody who lives in the continental United States knows where this is. And the last poem happens to be about that place. It comes from section 3 of the book entitled Travels Through Nature. And this section has poems in it written about places that I've visited in the recent past. Green areas, mind you, places deep in nature. From page 53 of Eloy Onichi, this is called The Grand Canyon. I knew I'd become part of something grand the moment I disembarked the tour bus, ran across the parking lot, trying to outrace a rain shower. It ended as soon as it began. I watched my final destination stretched out before me. Intermittent rainfall, wind, the failure of slopes, the mighty Colorado River. Over 500 aeons, molded deep furrows, jagged buttes, time-sharpened mesas, widen an 18-mile rift across this island earth. Mother Nature is quite the accomplished sculptress. From the eastern rim, sand-caked limestone cliff where I stood, I couldn't see the Colorado River force itself past towering walls, exposed layers of minerals. A steam-powered train from Williams, Arizona brought me to the South Rim. Then the full tour bus transported me to where the air had a vanilla scent around ponderosa pines and trotting elks that kept the chasm of my 5th grade dreams. I knew I'd become part of something grand the moment I confronted that canyon.
All right.
And that last poem was called The Grand Canyon, which was my personal poetic recollection of a trip that I'd taken to one of America's greatest green areas, the Grand Canyon of Arizona. And it was right before my face. I've dreamt of going to this place ever since I was 11 years old, sitting in homeroom class. The teacher has the lights out. She's showing slides on the big white screen of different places in this country and stops on the slide of the Grand Canyon. When I saw that, I pointed at the screen with the picture on it and swore to myself, someday I'll go there.
Right.
And in the summer of 2016, my boyhood dream came true at the age of 48. I was finally there. And if you've never been to the Grand Canyon a day in your life, take a trip out there for yourself. You'll never forget this particular green area. And both poems come from my 5th book, Eloy Onichi, available from Conviction to Change Publishing. From this mic to your ears, I'm D. Allen. Thanks for listening.
Appreciate it. Thank you, D. Allen. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Next, I would like to bring to the screen John Dorrance. He has a short film that we will be showing.
Yeah, I am not showing the film. I guess it's Gracie, or they're going to show it. Just a preface to it. It's another father-son piece, but not me being the son, but me being the father. And I decided De Anza has a great film department, and it was put together in the film department. So all bows to De Anza's great film department. So I'll let whoever's going to show it put it on.
All right. We're having issues with the volume and sound. One moment, everyone.
Yeah, push that. There it is.
It was beautiful to just look at.
It's beautiful to hear too. Hopefully we're there.
Postcard to my son. You and I slipped from the tourist boat and into the Pacific Ocean Thursday night at 8 p.m. The water is dark and warm 100 yards off the Kona coast. We almost don't need our thin neoprene tank tops, but Ian, we'll be bobbing on these waves 20 feet above the coral reef for almost an hour, and we want to avoid a chill. It's 3 days after Christmas. You got a Nintendo DS from Santa delivered to room 458 at the Royal Kona Resort. The year 2006. I am so proud of you. Only one other little boy journeyed here to snorkel with his parents. The rest of the snorkelers and divers are all grown-ups, hoping to swim with the enormous manta rays. You, my 9-year-old son, have an adventurous soul. There, see it? We both point our high-powered flashlights down through the clear water. A giant manta ray cruises into view a few feet below. Ian, it's something out of science fiction. A submersible, magnificent bat thing that God must have absent-mindedly doodled in the margins while drafting his plans for the ocean. The Hawaiians call it hahalu. In English, it's called a devilfish. Your mom has got to see this. She has been slower getting into the inky Pacific. The bumpy boat ride has given her a case of motion sickness. For now, I have you selfishly to myself. Fine by me. Your right hand, my left, joined together so we won't drift apart in the waves. We stare as the spectacle unfolds. 20 or so divers with flashlights lure 2 huge manta rays from the surrounding indigo darkness. The mantas dine on the microscopic plankton concentrated by and twirling in the columns of light. Their huge mouths open to sift through the nighttime feast. One manta makes a slow looping arch up to us. Its white and speckled gilled belly the size of a coffee table, glides inches from our masts. You squeeze my hand, excited. Then it happens to me as it sometimes does when I'm with you, Ian. Your smaller hand fits so well into mine. A love swells in my heart. It surges along my veins, and I wonder if I'm plumbed for this much emotion. I ride it with the ocean swells. Laughter escapes through my snorkel. It helps my heart return to a normal size. Kicking flippers, you pull me toward the center of the snorkelers. Beneath, a halo of silverfish circle around the central light. Mom has joined us. Her amazement matches ours. Your mother, bless her, for the last 3 years has booked our Christmas holidays in Hawaii. She knows these beautiful islands are one of the few places I relax, release worry, enjoy, marvel at the sights with you and her. The mantis continue to feed in what, for a moment, I imagine as an underwater church, a hidden holy shrine. And I recall again what, Ian, you told me in Maui a couple of Christmases ago. I'll never forget it. We were soaking one afternoon in a hot tub. The previous night, we had spent catching fat toads around the hotel. Dad, you said, this is my most best day ever. You had told me the exact same thing yesterday. Most best means there's only one, I said, trying to educate you. Then you said it. The wise phrase that makes your dad smile now. Dad, you can have as many most best days as you want. Swimming with you, your mom and the manta rays, I know you're right. Thanks, Ian.
That was beautiful. Awesome, awesome video as well, man. Thank you for sharing that underwater church. Appreciate it. Yes. I want to ask, is Julian Stoll? Are you here? Julian. Okay. Looks like this cat isn't. So next to your screens, I would like to welcome Mr. Freeman Flo, AKA Jeff Turner, AKA Wamo. Let's give it up for Freeman Flo. Yes,
Hello,
yes.
everyone. Season's greetings. It's so cool to be with people right now. It's tight. It's just virtual. It's tight. Hey, hello, McTate. How you
Hello,
doing?
Jeff.
Hello,
Doing well,
Diana.
sir. Doing well. Good to see
Hello,
you.
Will, Big Will. How's everybody doing tonight? It's great to see you guys. And I hope that you're getting the benefit that I'm getting out of tonight just by seeing other people being expressive and be honest. And that was a beautiful video that just played. So thanks for that, man. Let's rock some songs. I've been like in the studio nonstop. I'm here in Las Vegas right now. And so anyways, so it goes right with the theme. This one's called, Oh, Carry On. Yeah, Carry On. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Uh-huh. Let me know if you can hear the music. Can you hear that?
Can you hear it? Yes.
Okay. Sweet. All right, carry on. I hope you find what you are seeking. Many languages of the truth. Cause what is sacred to me might not be sovereign to you. But I can't keep listening to this TV, cause I won't be nobody's fool. I already know that they gon' carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Hey, hey. Clear the slate of all I've known. Cause every state is a single strain, a stepping stone. We risk it all to feel that glow. An avalanche from a single dance, a sleet of snow. Y'all seen it grow, they wanna see us pour. Distracting the best, capture the rest in the mirror like, whoa, oh, oh. It's more than I can speak. Just evoke the gossip, develop your philosophy till there's no more to conquer. Time became a friend when I sold my conscience in a pool full of broken watches. Imagination kept me afloat. Then I beat us down, but never beat us though. That's preservation. Experience, boots on the ground, that's education. Sending vibrations to heal this nation. I hope you find what you are seeking. Many languages of the truth. What is sacred to me might not be sovereign to you. But I can't keep listening to this TV, cause I won't be nobody's fool. I already know that they gon' carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. I hope you find what you do. Hey, hey. Hey, I already know that they gon' carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Let's carry on.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is so cool to share because it's just been in my head during this COVID thing. I was putting this album together and I'm in this resurgence, return to society. So y'all are some of the first to hear this.
Awesome.
And this one's called Dims. Deep in my soul. It's coming to reach me. It's carrying me on. Cause I know that I cannot get on alone. It's taking me high, You know that I gotta give it a fire, Hey. We can get it all in a day. Never let them fall in astray. Yesterday's father way, standing tall in the garden, we small in the way. It's a steep hill, it's told to be still. Use your energy, where do you refill? We feel where we are. Hey, beneath the surface, oh yeah. Deep in my soul. Whoa. Releasing control. Hey. Hey. We can hear live from the mainframe. Gotta work, gotta live, gotta maintain. Reaching out when you need it. Reset so how you know when it's Mayday. If there's a problem, hope you speak to it. Not enough just to think, gotta reach to it. Could be heaven, no need to make this hell. We need to move the body, gotta break the spell. I say, we can get it all in a day. Never let them fall in astray. Yesterday's father always standing tall in the garden. We small in the way. We planted it, the seed has got to grow deep down until the roots are in my soul. Hey, deep in my soul. Whoa, releasing control. Hey, deep in my
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Deep in my soul. Whoa. Dims.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Keeping it funky.
Yes,
Keep it
indeed.
funky. Thank you.
Appreciate it, appreciate it. Let's give it up one more time. Freeman Flow. Thank you guys for coming out. I would like to thank the De Anza Student Government, also the UFRAT Museum of Art once again, and also the Community Education Division for helping us put this together, making it possible. I'd like to say thank you for another First Thursday. Welcome. Thank you